My name is Cynthia Imana, and in 2017, I was diagnosed with polymyositis. 2 weeks after giving birth to my last child, I currently raise 4 children, ranging from 3 years old to 19 years old. I was scheduled for a C-section at 41 weeks pregnant. I worked till I was 39 weeks pregnant. Had a natural labor, as I thought, up until 7.5 dilated centimeters, and then went in for emergency C-section. After giving birth, I was discharged from the hospital with my daughter, and within 2 weeks kept noticing I couldn't open jars. I fell a couple of times. Actually, one time with her in my arms. Thankfully, I caught her. I couldn't get up from the floor. I couldn't get up from a toilet. Just weird behavior. I couldn't get up from my car. Like when I would get in the car to I just couldn't drive. Just random things. So within about 2 to 3 weeks, I went into the emergency room to get checked out, and they said my CK was 14,000, and they decided to keep me. After doing blood work, you can tell some frantic faces was going on. I didn't know what was going on, but they just said you weren't going to go home, and I sent, my family home with the baby, and I ended up staying there for several weeks before I was finally diagnosed with polymyositis. So it was very traumatic. I remember just crying, being distraught, having postpartum, just not knowing what was going on, and then I finally got discharged after a biopsy was done, and came home to a vegetable state. I couldn't walk. I couldn't hold my child. I couldn't cook. I couldn't stand. I couldn't do anything. All I could do was just lay there and look at my baby. And we would just look at each other. And we both were like two babies on the bed that needed to be changed, needed to be wiped down, and all, everything you can imagine. I say all this to say that there is hope. Thankfully, as of today, I'm not in a wheelchair. It's been 3 years. My daughter is healthy. I can now play with her. I can't fully run or go upstairs, but I can at least enjoy her and play with her. And I did go back to work, part-time, of course, do the little that I could. But the moral of this story is for me to share that no matter what we go through, we're going to make it through. We're going to be okay. There's hope. Because honestly, for all these years, I didn't believe that there was hope. I thought, I was never going to get out that wheelchair. I graduated eventually to an electric chair, then to a cane and walker, and I just didn't see past that moment. And I would just remember crying to God, like, God, why me? What did I do that was so wrong, And I now know why. It was so that I could make this video and share my story. It was so that I could encourage and give hope to someone that's newly getting diagnosed and feels like, when am I ever going to get strong? When am I ever going to be able? Will I ever? Yes, you will. Yes, you will. Thank you, guys. Follow me on my journey at Polly Mayo on all platforms. Bye.